Today, you're going to learn the pricing mistakes that are costing you money or potential clients. Pricing isn't rocket science, but there are a lot of different explanations of it out there. There's four really common ones, and I don't really agree with them, and I'll share with you why. The first one is cost plus. Cost plus says you pay this amount of money for a product, service, whatever it is, and then you add this amount to it. Cost plus whatever it is. And a lot of times they're just telling you double the price and you'll make money. It's guessing. It's not accurate. A lot of times it's not in your favor. Or we go so far over the edge that we're really kind of doing a disservice to our future clients by overcharging them. Um, so that's one strategy that it does work, but I highly don't recommend it just because it's guessing. Wouldn't you be better off knowing exactly what you need to charge, how many people you need to work with, making sure you're covering everything, paying yourself a really good wage, or an income, paying for the taxes, adding a profit to it? All of that makes sense, and there's a formula for that, but not with these pricing strategies. The second one I'm going to talk about today is competitive pricing. This happens a lot. This is where you charge what your competition is charging. You see this a lot in uh, just about every industry. And you don't have the same expenses as your competition. You may have less, you may have more. It's different. They may settle for less. You may not want to settle for that much, but yet you're going to charge what they charge. It doesn't make sense. Plus, what is it? It's close your eyes. What do you see? Right? It's guessing. There's a formula for pricing. I keep telling you this, but today I'm going to cover these four things, and I'm strongly encouraging you to figure out a good pricing strategy that gives you confidence, that lets you know exactly what you need to charge, how many people you need to work with to make it work. Before we get to the other two, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video today. Let me know in the comments what you liked about it. Let me know if there's any topics you want me to cover. I'll do everything I can to make sure that you get that delivered to you. So the third thing I'm covering today on pricing. So we went through cost plus, we went through competitive. Now we're going on value based. Now this one sometimes works really well because this is based on the value you perceive it to be worth. What happens a lot of times is someone will start really small and then they get a couple of sales under their belt and they'll listen to somebody who says, "Oh, you should double what you're charging." So they do. And then they get a couple sales, not as many as before, maybe a couple, but still for more money. So it's making sense, right? And then what happens? They get a few more sales under their belt, get growing confidence, growing belief. I'm more valuable now. So what do again? They double their price again. And what happens is you start putting yourself out of the market that you started in. You have to up level to a different market. It's usually a different conversation. There's a gap or that you have to bridge in order to make it work for you when you start doubling, doubling, doubling. I'm not saying not to do it because some people actually need to do it because they've never raised their prices or done anything like that. But what you need to do is instead of just guessing, because again, this is a guess, use a formula where you know your prices, you know how much money you're spending on things, you know how much income you're going to get, you know exactly how much profit you make on every single sale. It's a strategy that works for corporations. It's worked for a long time for a lot of different people who use the formula. The last one I'm going to cover today is dynamic pricing. And that's where you charge what the trend is demanding. So you'll see right now, because we're in the era of the bird flu pandemic, right? And so what's happened to egg prices? You'll see this a lot in the food industry. You'll see this in the oil industry, gas prices, right? They already have the gas, they already have the oil made, they already have everything. but yet oil went up today. So any future barrel that I buy is going to go up. What do they do to the oil they already had and made that they got for less money? They raise gas, right? That's dynamic pricing. It works. Uh, the consumers don't necessarily like it, but it works best in things that are really, really popular or we require them, we need them. So you can use any of these strategies and they do work. But again, these are all for guessing pricing strategies. The smaller business owner that you are, the more important it is that you have a set formulated pricing strategy where you know exactly what you need to charge and how many people you need to work to make your numbers work for you. And your numbers mean you got to cover all your expenses. You got to pay yourself a living wage. You got to have enough money in your expenses to pay for team, right? You have to add a profit at the end of it. And if you do it the right way, the taxes that you would pay on your income are factored into each sale that you make, so that if you say you make $100,000 a year, you actually make 100,000, right? New concept, huh? And so I'm just saying that the reason that you may not be making it is because your pricing strategy, you're making mistakes in the pricing strategy and it's costing you money and it's costing you potential clients if you find that you're pricing yourself out of the market. The best thing you can do is make sure that you know how much money you spend to run your business. Make sure you know exactly what it is that you require to earn to have a good life, to pay for a team so that you're not working. You're not the main person working in your business, so that you can take time off to work on the business, or you can take time off to go have fun. And you have the money to have fun with, right? When you can get that piece together, life is really good. I'll be sharing some pricing strategies with you on this formula. I've already shared a few videos before. You're welcome to check them out. But for today, we have cost plus, we have competitive, we have value based, and we have dynamic pricing. Which one are you under? Thank you for watching this video.